Hey everyone, this is LightBikeMan97 with LEGO Transformers, Pawn, and Bishop. Pawn and Bishop are two identical mini-bots that I built. I actually built Pawn first, and then based Bishop off of Pawn. The reason I named them Pawn and Bishop is because they kind of remind me of chess pieces, being how small they are and how simple they are. And they kind of remind me of chess pieces. I don't know why, but they just do. So I named them Pawn and Bishop. If you haven't already picked this up, this is Pawn and this is Bishop. So there's that. This is kind of weird because Pawn is an Autobot, Bishop is a Decepticon. But I kind of wanted them to be equal enemies, like able to fight each other. Because if they were both Autobots, I figured I wouldn't make a Decepticon small enough for them to fight. So I made this one a Decepticon. And if you could see this, I know black doesn't show up very well on cameras. So gotta just be lucky with Bishop. So there you go. For a size comparison, here they are next to a plastic soldier. For those of you who happen to know how big those are. So there you go. Transformations are exactly the same. Bishop is a little different because of his arms. So I'll do Pawn first because you can see him better. What you want to do is take the whole front part of the animal and bring it up. Now make sure all of this is straight. And rotate this around. I don't know if you saw that very well. So yeah, we just took the animal body and basically flipped it upside down and brought it up. Now you take the animal head, fold it down, and bring the arms around like this. And here is Pawn in robot mode. Though the transformations are not that involved, the robot modes came out okay. I'm satisfied, but they don't stand up very well. Like, they will fall down if you don't position them right. Which is why I added the tail as kind of a display stand, but it kind of looks like a third leg. You know, the way the legs are positioned, they kind of need that. And even if the legs are straight, like on Pawn's arms, even if the legs were like that, they would still need a third leg balancing them. And that's kind of a drawback, but not that big of a deal. They do look pretty cool, if you get them to stand. Now, another comparison with an army man. Sorry about that. Yeah, they're not as tall as an army man. So yeah, these guys are pretty small. The articulation is not much, but it is pretty good. The arms go forward and back, in and out. The legs go forward and back, in and out. And they kind of have this movement. I'm not sure what you'd call that. It's too high up to be a waist movement, but it can't be a head movement because the arms kind of follow it. So I'm not sure what you would call that. Like I said, these guys do not stand up. Anyway, Bishop's articulation is about the same, except he has a hand rotation. The in and out movement is not the same because the elbow is bent on the arms, but it is still pretty good. So, there is Pawn and Bishop. Possibly the weirdest Transformers I'll ever make. Nah, I take that back. I'll make weirder Transformers. These are the smallest Transformers I'll ever make. So, anyway, this is LightBikeMan97 with LEGO Transformers, Pawn and Bishop. See you next time.